I am so excited. I'm Christine Blanchette, and joining me today on the closing act is Jack Campbell. He is a composer, artist, and producer, and Antony Knight, who is a director, actor, composer, vocalist. I don't think I missed anything. They're multi-talented, and so excited to have them here today to talk about their exciting project, which you're going to know about in about 5 seconds. So welcome to the show, both of you.
Thanks so much for having us,
For
Christine.
having us.
Yes, I know is this your first time working together on this project?
Yes,
Right,
it is.
Ballet? Yes.
And Antony and I, we met by chance at an event where I was performing as sort of a feature, actually electric guitarist, and Antony was featured in the event as a composer, and we met backstage, and I think we immediately had an affinity for one another due to our musical abilities, and we just hit it off and knew we needed to do something together. And here we are, about a year later.
Yes. Antony.
Yeah, so it was kind of one of those, hey, you're cool, man. You're also cool. We gotta get together. So we actually haphazardly met at another event and kind of spinballed from there. We started going out for coffee and talking about ideas, and then one fine day, Jack calls me up and had with this amazing idea. Meanwhile, he's in Europe, talking with a mentor about his vision for this project, which he can speak more about right now.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So I had been letting this idea sort of mature and develop for about 2 years when I first approached Antony about this. And I actually was in Paris working with one of my dearest friends and mentors, the conceptual artist Esther Shalom-Gertz, at the time. And it was her sort of almost dramaturgical support which brought the piece into what it is today and kind of led to it becoming a ballet. And also, I should just want to mention before I describe the project further that we've been lucky in this ballet to have the encouragement of Mehdi Wolerski of Ballet BC, who recommended that we use Ballet BC's phenomenal emerging artists, whom we've just had such fun working with, and it's been such an honor. But the main concept behind Absence and Creation is it's a ballet about what I like to refer to as the shared human experience. I believe that as humans, two of the unifying factors which hold us together as a society are the fact that every living person in some way experiences the concept of love, and everyone in some way experiences the concept of death. And when you bring these two universal elements down to their most basic sort of building blocks, the indisputable result of death is that there's an absence, and the indisputable result of love is that something is created. So it's interesting to think of these total opposites having a shared relationship around universal truths, almost sort of in a yin and yang relation, where you take these two opposites, but they come together in a way which you can't deny to create bonds between humanity. And so on a structural and theoretical level, and also on a conceptual level, this work explores those themes.
Wow. I mean, I love the title. And is this the first time that this has been done before? This having classical music in the ballet?
It's certainly a rarity in the Vancouver musical landscape, I would say. I don't see a lot of performances of this type. I don't think we can really say for sure that it's the first time something like this has happened. I'm sure variations on this sort of form exists. I mean, there's so much contemporary music going on across Europe, but I think in Canada and in Vancouver, definitely, this is going to be something new that people are going to come, and they're going to think that like there's nothing like this that I've seen before. Yeah.
Exactly, and this is the debut performance on February 17th of this work. And one thing that is also very cool about it that you don't have a lot And of course, dance and music, their relationship is inseparable. They both have roots historically in ancient civilizations in terms of spiritual and social practice. And they've sort of evolved hand in hand into this modern age across millennia in various ways. And you can't really have one without the other. Music and its rhythm form the essence of dance, and music responds to the human body's wish to emote.
Mm-hmm.
And the interesting element about this is the musicians are actually spatialized around the theater, so that their placement isn't just a standard sort of chamber music seating, but rather they encompass the architecture of the theater space and sort of create a sonic sculpture. And because of this, the musicians are able to watch the dancers and incorporate an improvisatory response action-related element to actually playing what they're seeing. And in turn, the dancers on stage have sounds coming at them from various directions and are able to sort of incorporate that sonic architecture into their physicality.
It's exciting. And you say it's February 17th, right? So people wanting to go, where can they get some, buy a ticket?
Well, the ticket links are up on Eventbrite, and you can also find links to them in various sort of media publications from across BC. And you can also find both Antony and I on social media platforms where we share the links widely as well.
That's wonderful. And tell us who else is involved.
So, first of all, as mentioned before, we have the absolute honor and privilege to work with the Ballet BC Emerging Artists. So these are the 4 dancers that are with the company on a 1-year, it's sort of like a trial basis, but they're exceptional dancers and they do everything. They're actually featured quite often in the larger Ballet BC productions that they do. And they're just, I love these people. Truly, it's been an honor working with them. We also are working with an ensemble that Jack has put together. I think they're all alumni or students of the UC School of Music.
That's right. We're calling it the New Coast Chamber Ensemble. Coast referencing BC, new representing new music, and unifying it towards sort of hoping to work toward new musical frontiers. And each of these musicians are just a marvelous player, sort of a star student of their instrument at the university. And they're delightful people to work with, and each of them bring a different musical background to the ensemble. And I have a lot of gratitude to work with such wonderful colleagues.
And the performance is going to be at Arts Umbrella. And Arts Umbrella has been really wonderful to us and very supportive of this project as well. So we definitely want to thank them. It's going to be at the Arts Umbrella Theater, the new theater that was built a few years back. Beautiful space.
I think it's probably one of the most state-of-the-art performance spaces in the city.
It really is. It's beautiful. It's perfect for dance. It's perfect for what we're doing. And it's on Granville Island. So you can hit some shops before. And
Yes.
And we have 2 showings. So depending on when you like your culture on a Saturday, you can either come to the 4:30 showing and have a pre-dinner show, or you can come to the 7 p.m. showing and get it after dinner.
Oh, wow, it's wonderful. How exciting, and congratulations. It's really, the arts is just, so needed, and, and I'm just so excited to speak with you both today. But is there anything else you'd like to add?
Well, first of all, we'd like to thank you very much, Christine. It's a real delight to speak with you, and we appreciate your attention. And I would also like to add that, with a piece like this that's so rooted in our humanity and our experiences and our memory, although it does have themes to it, I really believe that the visual and the oral experience you will have will be individual to each person. So I really encourage people to come and have their own experience and figure out what watching Absence and Creation means to them, and to please share it with us.
Absolutely.
Yes. Again, thank you so much for being a guest on the show, and I would love for you to come back.
We will.
We'd love
Yes.
to come back.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.